Hi, I'm Sandy Belcher, the creator of Tutti Cutie Tutus, and today I'd like to show you how to make a solid colored ribbon trim tutu for size 12 months or smaller. And I want to show you how to do it on with the 6-inch wide tools on the spool. The supplies you'll need are some tulle, preferably nylon tulle, 6-inch wide, and you could use 25 yards, but you'll need two of those. I had 200-yard ones, but I use this one. And what I'll do is I'm putting it in a box to make it easier. You'll also need some ribbon of your choice. I recommend 1.5 inch or 2-inch. And the tutu I'm making is for 12 months. So it needs to be about 6 inches or 7 inches long. So this is 6 inches long. And when I'm adding the ribbon trim on the end, it'll make it about 6.5 inches long, which is perfect. You'll also need elastic. I believe I have 3/4 of an inch here. It's the non-roll kind. You'll need a tape measure, a sewing machine, and the thread you use needs to be the same color as your tool. So I got light pink. You'll need scissors and also a safety pin. The width of the tutu needs to be about 12 yards for a 12 months. And the elastic needs to be about 15.5 to 16 inches. So you'll want to get your tool here. And you want them to be like this, so when you pull them, they're both rolling opposite directions. But this tutu's 2 layers, so you'll need 12 yards of each to make this tutu. But you'll put these pieces together and we'll sew the top. I'll show you how. Okay, so I have threaded my machine and put the bobbin in. So I'm taking the tool is on the floor in the box, and I'm going to take my 2 strips, line them up, and you'll want to do a straight stitch, and I'm doing about 1/8. You could do 1/4, but for some reason I like to do the 1/8 mark. I just can't kick the habit. And just sew a straight stitch. The tension, you might have to mess around with the tension to see what it looks like, because sometimes it wants to like bunch up or be wavy or something. But just have your 2 strips and line them up evenly. Just hold it like this. Make sure they're straight, even. And the reason why I'm using the tool on the roll instead of the bolt is because this is the first time I ever made a trimmed Tutu, and oh, I have a bunch of these white pink tulle on the roll, and I didn't want to spend out more money. So I thought, well, surely I can use what I have. Okay, so you're going to sew all 12 yards. After you get to the end of the 12 yards, just cut it before you get to the end. Do a backward stitch. Forward again. And see how it stitches the two layers together. Okay, so now after you stitch all that, you'll want to open the two layers up the whole way, and then you'll fold it over the other direction. That way the raw edges are inside now, and the stitching's at the top. So line all that up. Okay, so now we want to sew a channel for our elastic. What we do is I have it inside out, well, the right way around now, and you'll put it in the sewing machine, and measure your elastic, and you want to make sure that it will fit in the channel. So move it over a little. Okay, so mine is 7/8, and so I want to sew it about here. I'm going to get this magnet here and stick it on the 7/8 mark. It needs to be slightly bigger than the 7/8, whatever size you have. Let's see. Yep. Okay. I got it marked where I want it. Now you'll just carefully sew straight down the straight stitch. Just keep it straight. Make sure the length at the end of it is the same on both layers. Back, front stitch, forward stitch, and a back stitch. Okay. Mine looks a bit messy there, but that doesn't really matter. By the time you bunch it all up, you won't see any flaws hardly. So I'll keep this white, well, my thread line here. This. I went ahead and cut like a curve here on my magnet because it kept snagging the tool. Moving. Just keep checking check and make sure it's level at the ends. And this can take a while. This will be a cow tutu. I got some cow ribbon, cow print ribbon. For a cowgirl birthday party. Okay, I got to the end, and here's what it will look like. You'll obviously have a lot of tools, so make sure that you vacuum the floor in case it gets on the floor or something, because it's little hairs and things always stick to it. So I got my ribbon. And you can also use satin ribbon. You'll want to go ahead and heat seal your ribbon so it doesn't fray. So I'll keep the ribbon on the roll, and what you'll do is there's 2 layers of tulle here. You'll want to have the print on looking like facing downwards, and you'll open the 2 layers, and you'll want it on the layer that's on the inside of the first one there, and you'll line it up about, let's see, I guess halfway would be good. And I'm going to stitch the tulle on about 1/8 away from this edge here. So halfway there. And I'm going to use white thread because of the ribbon is mostly white. Now, if you were doing a smaller size and you needed like shorter, you could put the tulle all the way to the end of the ribbon, or if you needed even shorter, you could cut the tulle, but that would take forever. So just line up the tulle like this. I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to let about 1 inch hang off. I mean, like 1 inch of the ribbon hanging off from the tulle. So just do a front stitch and back stitch. Sew straight. Make sure you don't sew the 2 layers together. Just keep sewing. Keep checking every once in a while. Sure. You'll want to make sure you have enough ribbon. I got this ribbon off of eBay. It's the cheapest I could find. See how it looks. That's where your stitch line will be. For those of you that sell ribbon trim tutus, I hope you're charging enough money because these take forever. I just got this much left. I'm almost to the end. This is taking forever. Almost there. This ribbon cost me about $20 for 15 yards. So this is expensive to make. It is. And I've used a lot of thread. Almost to the end here. Okay. So finally done. My leg is numb. Cut the thread off. Then you want to cut the ribbon. Use your lighter. Yeah. Be careful not to set the tool on fire. Okay. Now I gotta get all this out from behind my sewing machine. Okay, so for this 12-month size, I'm going to cut it to about 15.5 inches for the elastic. So, mark it there, and then cut it. Give it a good stretch. Okay, then you'll get your safety pin. Put it like this. Okay, then you'll want to feed it through the channel. So, let's see. You just keep like pushing it over the end of the safety pin, and you'll pull the tool this way. Oops, I got my caught. Okay. this part might take a while also. I just keep feeding it through all the way to the very end. And you could, so to make sure that your elastic doesn't fall through this end, when you get this elastic up to here, you could stitch it a tiny bit, or you could safety pin it together. That way it won't fall out while you're trying to feed it all through. I just realized how annoying it is to feed this through the channel. So what I did was I folded it over like this. That way that little corner won't keep snagging the tool, getting caught. It's definitely taken a really long time. I've done this much so far. Okay, so I went all the way through the skirt. Now we want to stitch the elastic together. So make sure inside out so that the other side of the elastic is showing. Make sure this elastic band is not twisted. And put it together like this. And then just stitch straight across here. Go back and forth a few times. You'll turn it inside out. And spread it around. Get it to cover all the elastic. Stretch it a little. I've taken the tutu outside to get a good picture of it. And I've added this cute little bow. It came out really cute. I'm sure my customer will be happy. It is expensive to make and it takes a long time to make. So I think I'll only make this if someone requests it. That's it for this tutorial. Comment, like, and subscribe. And watch all my other videos. If there's a certain tutorial or anything you'd like me to do, just let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.